Jones.
Anita Jones.
You'll never outwork me, I'ma outwork you. You say you got big dreams, time to show and prove. So you can make it off the elevator. That's right, like I made it off the elevator. You'll never outwork me, I'ma outwork you. You say you got big dreams, time to show and prove. So you can make it off the elevator. That's right, like I made it off the elevator.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Eat the Nugget Sundays. My name is Anita Jones and I am the CEO at Made It Off the Elevator LLC. For those who are tuning in for the very first time, Made It Off the Elevator LLC is a personal and professional development company where we specialize in motivation and inspiration to inspire people around the world. That's right, here we motivate, penetrate hearts, and change lives. People come here to eat that nugget, to digest the information, to be inspired and motivated to move forward in those things that they truly desire to obtain and accomplish in life. And that is the purpose for this platform. That is the reason why I'm here. That is the reason why God put me here. And I am delighted to assist in the area of personal and professional development. Always remember that development is a continuous. It's on a continuous. So from the day that you are born to the day that you leave this earth, you should be developing. And if you're not, it's because you're rejecting it and you're not seeking it. Okay? Today is episode 25. That's right, episode 25. And what we will discuss is, the topic is, as wards of the state, there is success on the other side of the spectrum. But before I get into the content, I want to say that I am sending my love and condolences to DMX's family. Rest in peace, DMX. If you've been watching and tuning in, you learn that hip hop is a part of me and I am a part of hip hop. Hip hop was my first love. Music is my first love. And the vignettes that DMX put on a beat inspired me and motivated me throughout my struggles when I was dealing with lower class origins, okay? When I was in that environment, when I was striving to get out of it, when I was striving to be a better person, the vignettes that he put on the track motivated me. Songs such as Slippin' and I Miss You, featuring Faith Evans. It was those songs that he put out to the public, to me, at times that I felt it was personally for me, that assisted, okay? It was through his talent. It was through him being able to put his struggles in disparity, okay? His struggles with not having access to economic resources that would uplift him and help him get ahead, okay? The stories about growing up in the projects and growing up in lower income areas and the things that he endured during those times that were similar to some of the things that I faced in my life assisted me and millions around the world. DMX, you will truly be missed, and I will forever keep your music in my playlist, in my Rolodex of songs that I listen to. You will be missed by me, by millions, and by the hip-hop community. You are our legend and a phenomenal rapper and a spiritual being who at any and every opportunity he got prayed over himself and others. And you will truly be missed. Okay? I want to just drop one of the lines that is coming to mind right now as I speak about DMX in one of his songs. I'm politicking with this chicken, wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rat from 25th named Tamika coming through like I do. You know, getting my bark on. I knew she was a thug because when I met her, she had a scarf on. 54'11", size 7 in girls. Baby face, she looked right. She was 11 with curves. Girlfriend, what? And that's it. You know, I have so many lines that I can bring to you. I mean, it's slipping. You know, that was my joint. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I got to get up. Back on my feet so I can tish. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I got to get up. Back on my feet so I can tish. And so that chorus alone lets you know that through it all, he was willing to fight and remain in the game and continue to push through and share his talents with the world. Rest in peace, DMX. You will forever be missed. Woo! That one was a hard one for me to swallow. Moving along. Okay. What is a ward of the state? A ward of the state is someone who is underage that is placed under the state's custody. So the state has the right to determine where you will be placed, who will be your guardian, and they're like your parents. Okay, they determine what is going to happen to you, where you're gonna live. Okay, who can be the person that will provide and take care of you as a teen, okay, or as a child before you turn 18. Okay, that's what a ward of the state is. Wards of the state are usually teens who are put in group homes, okay, and foster homes. I was a ward of the state. That's why I'm able to talk about this. And that's why I thought it was extremely important to bring this message to my wards of the state that is currently dealing with being in a foster home, being in an agency. ACS is what they called it back then when I was placed in foster care. And for those who may not be a ward of the state but once was and still struggle with that, right? What is that? That is not having your parents to provide for you, and so someone else has to step in and do the job. That's a challenging thing. Some people in my family may think, well, you went through that, get over it, move on. There were other people in worse predicaments than you. Okay, that's true. However, it's still my story, and it's still something that I struggled with for years, and that hurt me to the core and prevented me from doing well in high school. It was one of those things that influenced me to drop out of high school and become a high school dropout. It was one of those things that drive me to the streets and to drugs, okay? It was one of those things that made me cry. And numerous nights, many nights, trying to figure out why is it that my parents don't love me, and then on top of that, why is it that my family was willing to give me away to a stranger and not even know what would happen to me or where I would end up, knowing the statistics that a lot of children the statistics on, ACS and those systems. And back then the statistics and what was talked about in the streets was children who go into foster homes are liable to get raped and molested and be and the foster parent don't feed them, okay? And the foster parent do not care for them, do not care about their well-being. So I was afraid when my aunt made that decision to place me in foster care. That day was one of the most terrifying days of my life. I was in so much pain as we got on that D train, I believe, to Hoyt and Skimmerhorn and transferred to the A. And as we walked out of that train station and into ACS, Children's Services Administration, Children's Services, I believe, is the name of the system, I was petrified. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And I didn't know where I would end up. I was in so much pain. And her reasons for bringing me to foster care is because I was a troubled teen. You know, I had smoked a cigarette in the room with my young cousin being in the room. And I believe she had asthma. And I was blowing the smoke out the window, sneaking the smoke. And my other cousin kind of put me on Front Street and say, yeah, she was smoking, which is her daughter. You know who you are. It's all good. I don't hate you for that. I'm just telling my story to help others, okay? And so I laugh at it now, you know, but it was a devastating experience for me then, okay? So for that, and for the things that I did, I wasn't attending school. I wasn't doing the best in school. You know, I was hanging in the streets. And so I was doing what troubled teens do. Right? I was doing what someone that is hurt and trying to figure out their path in life and why is their parents absent from their lives and where the hell are their parents do. That's what troubled teens do. And I strongly believe that the adults at the time wasn't willing to put the work in to help me through that process. They didn't have the tools. They didn't have the tools that was needed to assist me in that process of development. And so she chose to give me away to a foster care system. And that was the most devastating thing in my life. But what ended up happening is I ended up being placed in a home with the most fantastic foster mom in the world. Okay? But even though my foster mom, it was like I went from to sugar overnight. It was like I went from sugar honey iced tea to sugar overnight. My foster mom was independent. She had a great career. She had no children. Her apartment was laced because for those that don't know, in New York City, it's all about the apartment. Okay, her apartment was laced. And I had my own space, my own room for the very first time in my life at 15 years old. I had never had that before. And so I felt like, wow, you know, this is amazing. Look at God. But I was still a damaged teen. I was still hurt. I was still in pain. And so although my foster mom was providing me with tools and she would sit down and talk with me about how my life does not have to end up being in turmoil because of the lack of parenting and the abuse that I experienced as a young teen, because I have the pen to my story, I did not apply what she was saying. I rebelled and rebelled and rebelled and pushed her to the limit by bringing drugs in her home. I'm just being real with you. I'm keeping it straight transparent. Bringing drugs into her home, and at that point was the last straw, and she was not willing to sacrifice her career with the government for me. And I understand that now, And so she put me out. Tough love. But before she put me out, she told me that I will always be here for you as long as you are doing the right thing with your life. I will always have your back. And to this day, she has kept her word. I am so happy to say that I've made her proud and a lot of other people very proud by moving forward, getting my education, becoming a veteran, and living out my dream. And so, for those who are either a ward of the state or struggle with being one, I'm here to tell you that there is success on the other end of the spectrum. If you believe, you put in the work, and you achieve, you can be there. There should be nothing stopping you. Absolutely nothing. Go seek the therapy, because I have, and I did. And therapy was the best thing that ever happened to me. Go look for mentors and people that can provide constructive criticism to assist you through that phase in your life and maybe the past pains that you're still dealing with from that, right? I'm here to tell you that it should not be a barrier. Remove that barrier and push through and get to where you want to be in life. I think that I've been on here quite long and I've made my point. As a ward of the state, there is success on the other side of the spectrum. Thank you all for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about it. Bring your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt here. Let people know that may need to hear this message to assist them to get to the next level, that they can come to Eat the Nugget Sundays and grow and develop. Tell a friend to tell a friend about it. Thank you so much for listening to the words that I utter, and I hope that it inspired and penetrated. I know someone is out there feeling me. Okay, someone is definitely out there feeling me and need to hear this message. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Made It Off the Elevator LLC. You can look me up on YouTube by putting in Eat the Nugget Sundays. It should pop up. Okay, follow me on Facebook at Made It Off the Elevator LLC and or at Anita Jones. Okay. Follow me on LinkedIn. Tune in and get tuned because I am just getting warmed up and I am just getting started. Okay. And I look forward to you being with me on this journey. God bless, and I will see you all next week.
You never outwork me, I'ma outwork you. You say you got big dreams, time to show and prove, so you can make it off the elevator, like I made it off the elevator. You never outwork me, I'ma outwork you. You say you got big dreams, time to show and prove, so you can make it off the elevator, like I made